So you wanna be a picture book writer, then you gotta write picture books. And you're gonna need a bucket load of bright ideas for titles, plots, and hooks. If you're partial to prose or you're raring to rhyme, then repeat after me. It's a challenge, but I'm gonna tackle each story 1 month at a time with 12 by 12.
Number 3, explore all the feelings. Oh my goodness, it is time. So I want to let you know that I have feelings flashcards. And with these feelings flashcards, they are by Todd Parr. I love them. I love them because of the colors. I love them because they help me cheat. I'm all about taking a shortcut whenever I can, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. So in these pack of cards that I have, got them off Amazon, very cheap but wonderful. They help me brainstorm in ways that help me to stretch as a writer. Of course, why is it important to even think about feelings? You can have a loud picture book, the characters doing 3 big, amazing things, and it could be just gigantic feats for that would be a lot for an average child. But I'm someone who writes quieter books. And because I do write quiet books, that means I have to write books that are emotionally loud. So the emotional arc, it has to pick up the slack of any monumental feat that the child is not overcoming. My characters are not out slaying dragons, or they're not out saving the world in like the watermelon seed or whatever it may be. You never know. I don't know where that just came from, but that is very interesting. So I also think if you want to explore the feelings, what you can do, explore different feelings for the same experience. Now, what I mean by that is, again, if we're going back to our examples, the first day of school. All right. Say you had a wonderful first day of school. The feeling you might want to share is happy. You might want to focus on all the happy things that contributed to your own happiness on that day. But just to shake things up, what if you also want to explore sadness? Maybe you had a moment at lunch that you weren't sure if you're going to be able to sit with your friends that you had just made, and maybe you felt a little anxious. Just right there, you have more feelings that you could explore. Do they take away from the initial happiness? Maybe they might have just slowed it down a bit, but maybe overall, your character is happy, and that happiness is something that you aim to get back to. Just recalling those experiences and how you felt in those experiences will help you to insert yourself better into your picture books. What else can you do? I'm talking about feelings, but I want to stress that there are 2 different ways you can approach that. You can focus on your kid feelings, which is specifically how you felt in that moment. But also consider you're an adult now. Perhaps your feelings have changed if you were in that same situation. Perhaps you can better identify those feelings. Maybe when you were a kid, you weren't really sure what you were feeling. Maybe you remember that your stomach really hurt when you were in a situation. You might not have known that could have been anxiety, but as an adult, thinking back on that experience, you have the words, you have the comprehension, the know how to now give voice and to shed some light on that particular moment. So I really want you, when you're exploring your feelings, to harness the power of your memory. And again, those are examples. Again, making friends on the first day of school and fear of the dark. Again, you're not going to have those same fears, especially the fear of the dark now as you did then. Your feelings are going to be more complicated, more complex. However, what you can also do from your grown up feelings that you have now, perhaps you have an adult character or a side character, and maybe that particular character can possess those adult type feelings from a different angle, a different perspective that can really show depth or how your character needs to change and or grow. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Checking the pulse of your writing. So, after exploring the feelings, it becomes a question of Can you feel them now that you've put them in there? And how exactly do you go about even knowing if you have put enough feelings and emotion, if you've inserted enough of yourself into your writing? You want to measure that, measure how much heart your writing has. And that seems totally like something that's not tangible, but I promise that you can do it. And here's how you can do it. I'm not just going to leave you hanging like that. Consider your word choice, consider your language. Through your words and the situations you are describing, are you presenting those in a way that tugs at the heartstrings of a reader? As you read it, is it even emotionally resonating with you? Because if you're writing something that's supposed to have an emotional pull, you're actually the one that went through it. If it's not resonating with you, you might want to go back and tinker with that a little bit more. Because if I can't make myself feel like what I'm writing is believable, how can I expect for someone else to find it believable? How can I pull on someone else's heartstrings? Or if I can't make a connection with myself, how do I expect to connect with them? How do I expect my work to truly resonate? So you can do that on your own, but you can also do that with a friend. So how do you do that with someone else? I'm a mom.
Do it together so never you fear. It's a handy little way to help you kick into gear. You're amazing, exciting. Look out, cause you're writing 12 by 12.
12 manuscripts.
12 by 12.
12 picture books.
12 by 12.